Last 2 days, yeah, a little bit of travel time here. Flew from Tet to Maputo yesterday, spent the night at the Radisson Blu in Maputo. Had a great dinner, giant prawns, yeah, it was delicious. And then just chilled out, and this morning got up very early, like 3:45 a.m. to catch a 6:20 a.m. flight from Maputo to Nampula, where we're at now. So we're done with the commercial aircraft, and we're gonna get on this charter plane right here and fly into the Niassa Game Reserve. I'm not sure, I think it's about an hour flight, give or take, and yeah, we'll be in buffalo camp. Can't wait.
Doing great. Just slept 2 hours on the airplane coming over here. Looking forward to getting out there and getting back into the countryside and getting out of the city here, for sure. A lot of leg room in this plane. I like it. It's a lot better than the commercial flight. Horace, nice to meet you finally, huh?
Yes, sir. Main camp, this is where we are here. This is what we call the Nyati Road, the Buffalo Road. So this is what we're going to do this afternoon. We're just going to drive that road and pull the tree back all the way so we can see tracks tomorrow morning. But we got this river running through here, Mazeze River. That's what the camp is called after, Mazeze River. And then we got a Ludumile all the way through the area there. And there's also buffalo on that river as well. There's buffalo everywhere, but I mean this is the main focus where we go for the dagga bulls that we want on. This area here,
We are at the airstrip of the camp here in Niassa. Just arrived earlier today, and we are going out to shoot our guns once again for the second time on the homemade shooting range to make sure that the guns didn't get jostled in transit and the scope is still on, which is a very important thing when you're hunting dangerous game. So yeah, that's what it's all about right now. And then we're going to take a little walk back here and just see what we see.
small little thing here called a tsetse fly. So we take the dry elephant dung, we light it up and it smokes because they follow the humming sound of the car. And yeah, we're just trying to prevent that. So that's what we're doing at the moment. Lighting up some elephant dung. Right, vamos.
Ready to head out on our first morning of Cape buffalo hunting, so hopefully we'll get down the road here and see what crossed the road. We dragged a tree down the road last night to check for tracks this morning, and hopefully we've got a old Dugga boy down there somewhere with our name on it, so it's going to be exciting one way or another.
Feeling good. Day one in new camp, and out we go, looking for Black Death, my favorite hunt. But something else pops up in the meantime, like a nice sable or a nice plains game, we'll take that too. So here we go.
Four buffalo bulls on pasture. Onte. Nadala? Onte. Around 3-4 in the morning.
That's worth chasing.
Yeah, for sure. I know if he walk after 12 at night, we go.
Like I always feel when we hunt buffalo, a little bit of an adrenaline burst. A lot of excitement, anticipation, wondering how it's all going to play out. I guess we'll find out.
I've been lucky with buffalo hunting, but not that lucky. We took the track this morning. Oh no, this morning we've been driving on the road and we've been on the track, what, 200, 300 yards.
Yeah,
and there they stand up.
we just started.
Yes, but the younger bull, very nice shape, but he's about 7 years, you know?
That was the one on the left, right?
That was the one on the left. Guys, just remember that. Put your scope now on the lowest. And remember, it's the dead ones that kills you. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk. We give him time now, 10 minutes, whenever. We're going to walk from the, if we get to him, we'll probably give him another shot on the shoulders.
Day one. Wow, that was, they make it look easy here. I don't know, he says we're lucky, but I don't know. I think it's the guiding. Pretty good guiding.
No, we're lucky. We got it.
All I say is thank goodness for a great shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to have to track that thing in the thick brush.
all tips gone, but then this is smooth. You see this bull have worked it a lot in the middle and on the front. You see it lost already a piece of his boss. This is the kind of buffalo we want to hunt.
Quella para ora mi rimane para diarrea. Ya para comer esa carne. Aqui nada fazer diarreia. Nada. Mas aqui malaria assim. Bom. Tudo comer e não assim.
Obrigado.
Yeah.
Right. So Madala, our head tracker, explained it to us here now. So what they do is they make a little knot right on the tail of the buffalo that they shoot, and they believe they will not get sick from the meat in. The meat is healthy and the meat is good. So this is why they do this on all the animals. We're basically doing scouting. I know about a couple of dugger bulls that lives in this one area here, so we're just checking the water, see if they've been here recently, and then we'll head back here tomorrow morning again. Hopefully they drink again, and then we'll be on their tracks. Let's see, hopefully. Just tracked them into very tall grass, and we make such a noise coming through here because this grass is dry. And they were probably standing 50 yards in front of us and they just took off. So yeah, we've been tracking for a couple of hours, and this is buffalo hunting. Yeah, we'll try again.
A giant eland. He's in a herd of, I don't know, maybe 10 animals or so with a bunch of cows. But the big bull's standing out like a sore thumb. He's huge. Big old dewlap hanging from his neck. Nice set of horns. And he's a magnificent animal. Probably the same size as a buffalo. Unfortunately, I already have an eland, so I'm passing on it. Scott does too, but maybe he's changing his mind. We'll see. Oh, come on. Yeah. Come on. You know, Hardest did a great stalk on the way back to the truck. they spot some Liechtenstein hartebeest. Yeah, they're looking at us too, but they were just standing there. The wind was right, so they didn't catch our scent, but they did see us. And so I think it was about 200 yards, hardest threw the sticks up. I got the crosshairs on what I thought was the biggest one, pulled the trigger, and it's that awful sound. It's just awful. Click. And I did chamber around when we got out of the vehicle, but it didn't get pushed in with the spring into the rifle. So I chambered another round real quick, and next time I looked, they're running away. So I think I've had my fill for today of difficult animal situations. We've come across a couple sets of buffalo tracks this morning. Looks like there's 2 buffalo here. One looks bigger than the other, and we're just trying to figure out how old they are. They think it was early this morning, maybe around 2 a.m. they came through here, which is relatively fresh, and the trackers are out trying to figure out which direction they went. After a little breakfast sandwich, we might be chasing them, so can't wait.
Again. Okay. Black Dave in the tall grass. That's buffalo hunting at its best. Look at all of us. Look, I promise give you the Ooh, ooh. Yeah, there's your first shot.
That was mine?
There's your first shot.
My
Yeah.
very first. Maluka.
Maluco!
Maluku! Maluku! Maluku!
Muito bom! Yeah, buffalo, yeah. Morreu, tá aqui!
Buffalo!
Velho,
Buffalo dance!
Samu, patrão! Eu sou
Grande Maluku! Grande Maluku!
Yeah, my God.
What a view.
It's suicidal to be in this tall, dry grass where you can only see like 2 or 3 yards, literally, with a wounded buffalo. You're asking for trouble, man. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness for, you know, some solid shots in there. And, you know, he was hurt. He didn't, you know, he didn't do the death bellow or anything like that. He was definitely hurt. And he jumped up, got a second shot into him, took off again. And it's like, I can hear Hardest saying, no problemo, big problemo, you know, and I know exactly what that meant. You know, we got to go in there and get him.
Speaking Portuguese.
Yeah, and sure enough, I mean, he laid down in here, and we got a couple more shots into him as he was moving, and he was probably going to come right here and turn the corner, I believe, and come at us. It was like 5 yards, I would say, and that was pretty freaking thrilling. I got to tell you, that's buffalo hunting. I love it. Probably kill me someday, but I love it, you know.
You did very well.
Thank you.
Under the circumstances, hunting in the tall grass, it ain't easy.
No,
Seeing it
it's a
first of all,
freaking
that's the
rush,
most
man.
difficult thing.
It's a rush.
Just go in the back of the... We had a, so we followed this bull into this thick grass and we lost his tracks, and the trackers just told us, just stay at this one tree, they can find out, they're just going to try to pick it up. And about 5 minutes later, Madala, our head trucker, came with us, but his eyes is this big. He said, come, the buffalo is very close. And what he just told me,
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
You woke me up and I'm like, what? I grabbed my gun and I just went off running, you know, the buffalo.
Yeah, because
there's a buffalo there. I was sleeping and I'm like, wow.
we almost
shocked.
did 10 miles before we got to him. And anyway, so Madala came and he grabbed us, and what he told me what happened with him, he was looking because he was following the tracks. He eventually found the tracks, so he's following the tracks. So when he looked up, he just saw the buffalo's ass. He said he was about 15 yards from him. And that's when he came back. So yeah.
Wow. This is called Shoot the Thrill.
Amigo meu nome, música. Yeah. A música onde? Espanha, Brasil. Outro rua.
Aprende.
Come gravando?
Yeah, this one. Espera.
Vamos pegar.
And I just saw, we walk up in this bull, I just see the curl, and he go and stand in the middle exactly of an old tree that's broken like that. But I could see it clearly. Keith was struggling first to see it, but when he saw it, then he saw it. Look at this thing, it goes all the way to the tips. Yeah, he lost about, from when he was mature, I will say 5 inches. They always say the secondary growth you have on the bottom is what you can add to the horns on the top.
Oh.
You know that what
Yeah,
the
that's a
horn,
good rule of thumb, huh?
what the weighs down. So you can add almost 5 inches. That's what I said. So where do you? There it starts. Okay. See that rift there? Yeah. There it starts. Okay. Wow. There you go. This bull's ancient.
Well, we just got here on the far end of the Niassa Reserve in Mozambique, probably 30 miles from our base camp. Took a couple hours to get here this morning. Saw a large herd of sable up here, maybe 20 animals, but they happened to all be cows. And so we drove down the road a little further, and there was a small bachelor group of a couple bulls in there. So we decided to make chase, and hardest as always, excellent stock. Got low, probably came 100 yards into the forest here, as you can see, and he put me in position, There was a down dead tree with a Y in it, and the Sable was behind it. I could see the black spot, and he was facing to the left, so I shot through that Y and got lucky and put one right in the boiler room. Looked like a good lung shot. To my surprise, he ran away. These animals in Africa are so tough. I asked Hardis even if I hit it. I wasn't sure, but he said he heard the whap, so I was pretty confident it was hit. We pursued it through the woods here, maybe, I don't know, 100 yards. Finally found him maybe another 50, 60 yards past that. Gave it one more shot, and here he is. Beautiful Roosevelt Sable. And the horns on this one happen to be very, very thick, and I'm very happy with this animal. I think it's the most beautiful antelope in all of Africa.
Salt lick. So apparently this is natural salt in the soil, and over the years the animals have dug it out. Super interesting. I guess all the animals come here for salt, so never even heard of this. It's fascinating. After spending all morning cruising around looking for Sable, we finally found one, and I knew we would. We got out of the truck and snuck up around this giant anthill, and the trackers had spotted a small one sitting up here on this little rise, and we come around the corner and there was a giant one sitting there. And Hardis is like, shoot it, shoot it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I shot it, and there we have it. Very exciting, beautiful animal. I'm very blessed to take this animal.
He got a pair of horns on him, holy smoke. Grande.
Grande.
He's literally in his prime. You couldn't have shot him at a better time. Because he's already hard here, that's what we look for first. I need to see secondary growth. You see that little piece that I saw there?
Yeah.
And when you get him that I just had that tad of secondary growth, you know, it's all wool. And yeah, and he's still got his horns. Yeah, beautiful. That really is. That really is beautiful.
Well, we're gonna walk down and hit a meadow here, about 750 yards down, and we're going this way to miss the wind, and then we're gonna sneak on over into a meadow or a little savanna area where there's we saw some game the other day. So yeah, I'm excited. This is what I love. Yeah, thank you so much. Great hunting, great camp. You guys are top notch. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Obrigado.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Karibu Masese. Masese oye! Karibu Masese. Asante cliente.
Boa viagem.
Boa viagem. Próximo ano
aqui. Caçar embaixo.
Feeling, you know, all kind of stuff. Really, you know, it's the end of a successful safari, and you know, I feel sad that I have to leave. I feel happy that I'm going to get back to see my family and my kids and grandkids and my wife and all that. And yeah, so a lot of emotions here. You know, kind of running the gamut right now. We're about to get on this small plane here and fly over to Nampula, and I'm sure this will be an interesting ride, to say the least. So we'll see how she goes, and spend the night in Nampula, and then we're out of here. So, you know, all good things must come to an end.
Mixed emotions. Kind of missing my fiance, my kids, and grandkids. But, you know, this has been a great experience. You know, it's such an eye-opener. Every time I come to Africa, it's an amazing experience. This has been by far the most eye-opening, and seeing the countryside and the rural people living here, it's you know, I gotta say it's life-changing. You know, it's really amazing that our worlds, you know, in the West, we don't see this at all. We don't see what's going on here, the wildlife conflicts, the people living in the rural areas. Very happy to have come, happy to be going home too. I'm about done riding in the back of that pickup all day long. So that's it. That's all right.
Okay, ready to get going, guys?
Yeah.